Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOC Bravo torn on firing Alexis Bellino. Bravo is allegedly torn on whether or not to fire Alexis Bellino from RHOC after her first season back in a decade. She was a full-time housewife from seasons 5 through 8 and then was gone. Alexis returned for season 18, which was a controversial decision, and now the network does not know what is next. Keep reading to see what will affect their decision. When it came out that Alexis Bellino was dating RHOC star Shannon Beater's ex-boyfriend, John Jensen, it was a big shock. How and why did this happen? More so, Alexis had reconciled with her former OC co-star, Tamra Judge, who was now at odds with Shannon. Finally, Shannon was coming off of a DUI arrest for a hit and run, so there was a lot to unpack in these relationships. It was soon announced that Alexis would return to the hit Bravo reality series for season 18 as a friend. She had appeared on the show for 4 seasons, but left after season 8. This was very controversial because she and Shannon would come face to face. Some fans thought it was a cruel move by Bravo to kick Shannon when she was already down. Ultimately, Alexis spent most of the season defending John Jensen, aka Johnny J. She then shared he had footage of Shannon nearly running over his daughter. It felt like a blackmail attempt which infuriated viewers and fans wanted her gone. Recently, Alexis Bellino and John Jensen were at an Us Weekly event where they explained they were tired of being the villains. Furthermore, Alexis said the season was over and she was done. Her focus was on the wedding now that she and John are engaged, so it looked like she was leaving RHOC. However, no decisions have been made, and according to Monsters and Critics, Bravo is weighing its options. Per an insider, Bravo is so happy with how this season turned out, and they know that adding Alexis is a big part of what made it such a success. Unfortunately, filming between Shannon and Alexis likely won't go over well. They don't want to film with each other, and the audience hates Alexis, so much that Bravo may have no choice but to let her go unless something changes. Recently, Teddy Mellencamp and Erica Jane did a recap of RHOC on 2 Teas in a Pod. That is Teddy and Tamra Judge's podcast, but the latter sits it out during OC season for obvious reasons. In the comment section from a clip, Alexis noted that her whole side was not shown. Fans did not care and went right in on her. For the sake of RHOC, please let Alexis exit stage left. She has no purpose or storyline besides John and Shannon's breakup. At Alexis_Bellino, if you have to talk this much, it's your issue. Go away. No one likes you, mean girl. Do us a favor and go away. You are the worst return housewife ever. We are so sick of you and John. The insider did note people want Alexis to return because she is allegedly quite easy to work with. However, is that enough for her to stick around for another season? More so, would she want to if she and John constantly get slammed every week? Behind the glitz and glam of Bravo's Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, there's a behind-the-scenes drama unfolding that threatens to outshine the show's glittering surface. The once fiercely independent Alexis Bellino, a staple of the franchise known for her sunny disposition and fiery convictions, has found herself in the crosshairs of Bravo's latest decision-making storm. After several seasons on the sidelines and a comeback filled with both triumph and turmoil, the network is torn on whether to keep her as part of the cast or show her the door once again. For Alexis, this potential exit feels like déjà vu. She had weathered this storm before when she left the show in 2013 after a whirlwind of fights, controversies, and endless debates about her faith, marriage, and place within the group of elite Orange County women. Her return in recent seasons has reignited both old tensions and new storylines. But as the landscape of reality TV shifts, Bravo executives find themselves in a predicament. A comeback with complications. Alexis' return to RHOC initially sparked excitement among longtime fans. Known for her strong opinions, over-the-top fashion, and devotion to her faith, Alexis brought a unique energy to the show during her original run. Her divorce from Jim Bellino in 2018, her quest for independence, and her current relationship with Andy Bone promised fresh material. Fans were curious to see how the devout Christian, once ridiculed for her seemingly submissive stance within her marriage, would navigate life as a newly empowered woman. Her comeback, however, has not been as smooth as Bravo might have hoped. While Alexis showcased her new love life and rebranded herself as a self-reliant single mom and entrepreneur, the reception from her co-stars has been mixed. Old feuds with the likes of Tamra Judge and Heather Dubrow bubbled to the surface, making her integration back into the group tense. Meanwhile, some viewers felt that Alexis, despite her personal growth, seemed stuck in the past, recycling storylines that didn't feel fresh. It didn't help that the Bravo landscape had changed drastically since Alexis' heyday. Fans, now accustomed to high-octane drama, are demanding deeper, more raw storytelling. Alexis' traditional, almost old-fashioned values sometimes feel at odds with the tone of modern reality TV. While her storyline offered compelling insight into a woman reclaiming her power post-divorce, it didn't carry the shock value or viral potential Bravo craves. Fan response: divided loyalty. The reaction to Alexis' return has been deeply divided. Some fans have embraced her newfound independence, hailing her as a beacon of resilience and growth. They love seeing her juggle motherhood, a budding relationship, and her spiritual journey, especially as she shares more intimate aspects of her life. Others, however, remain critical, finding her dynamic with the current cast forced. They argue that Alexis doesn't mesh with the more modern, progressive themes that RHOC has started to explore. While her castmates have evolved, Alexis is still seen by many as too conservative and reliant on old tropes about femininity in marriage. Her new partner, Andy, while supportive, hasn't helped catapult her into the kind of personal renaissance fans might have expected. And then there's the elephant in the room, the nostalgia factor. There's a large group of viewers who see Alexis as an integral part of RHOC's classic era, where the show was all about over-the-top wealth, faith-driven conversations, and glamorous housewives navigating Southern California's elite social scene. For those fans, Alexis represents a return to simpler times, when RHOC wasn't so much about political feuds, but about ladies lunching and bickering over Botox and handbags. Firing Alexis would mean cutting ties with that nostalgic draw, something Bravo has been reluctant to do entirely. Behind-the-scenes drama at Bravo. Bravo is known for being decisive when it comes to casting, but when it comes to Alexis, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. On one hand, executives see the value in bringing back old favorites, especially those who can appeal to longtime fans. Alexis represents that history, and it's hard to say goodbye to a face that once helped define the franchise. On the other hand, ratings are king, and Alexis' storylines have not brought the level of engagement Bravo hoped for. While her divorce and post-marriage journey were initially compelling, her story has not evolved enough to keep pace with the rest of the cast, particularly newer housewives who have brought a fresh, dynamic energy to the show. Bravo insiders say that while Alexis brings a solid foundation of loyalty from longtime viewers, the show needs more than nostalgia to survive in today's competitive reality TV market. There's also the issue of cast chemistry. Alexa's relationships with the other housewives have always been volatile, But now they seem more like dead weight than fuel for good drama. Her long-standing feud with Tamra Judge, for example, feels repetitive rather than exciting. And the lack of real connection with newer cast members only amplifies the sense that Alexis is an outsider. Bravo execs know that good reality TV thrives on relationships, and Alexis seems disconnected from the current social fabric of the show. The future of Alexis Bellino. What comes next? So what happens next for Alexis Bellino and RHOC? Bravo executives are reportedly weighing their options carefully. Firing Alexis would sever ties with an era of RHOC that many fans hold dear, and there's no denying that her personal journey, from submissive housewife to independent single mom, has its merits. But keeping her on comes with its risks. If Alexis can't find a way to connect more authentically with her castmates and present fresher, more engaging storylines, her presence could drag the show down. Bravo needs to strike a balance between honoring the past and evolving with the times, and Alexis' future hangs in the balance. Some sources suggest that Bravo is considering a middle ground option, demoting Alexis to a friend of the Housewives role. This would allow her to continue participating in the show without the pressure of carrying major storylines. It would also give Bravo the flexibility to reintroduce her in a bigger capacity if she can reignite fan interest. Whether she stays or goes, Alexis Bellino's journey on RHOC is emblematic of the delicate balancing act that all reality TV franchises face. In a world where ratings, social media buzz, and cast chemistry all collide, even the most iconic housewives are never truly safe. For Alexis, the next few months will determine whether she gets another chapter in Orange County or whether this comeback was her last.